Hey guys, it's Mike the Wrestling Godsmith. So, you know what? Because I'm gonna start this video off a little different. This video is actually for two things actually. Because Crown Jewel was cool. I watched it. It was okay, but it wasn't like last year's like at the Super Showdown, which to me it's okay. It was okay, but anyway, I'm gonna make a review of that on a different video. This one this video is actually about NXT being in Survivor Series this year, and I'm actually happy about that. Why I say this because NXT doesn't get represented a lot in anything that WWE has because most of the guys are they on the main roster. Some are from NXT, some are from other promotions, and see like NXT being represented, that means that the brand's actually getting bigger. It's gonna be bigger by next year. Because you know what, them getting bigger and it's just around the time for Royal Rumble. Everybody's really ready. WrestleMania is the big thing. Like if Adam Cole does go to the main roster with Undisputed Era, because here's my thing: the Undisputed Era do so well in NXT. It shouldn't be mathematically. It shouldn't even be possible that they're doing that well. And this is the thing too, because with Finn Balor and the whole the Finn Balor and the heel thing, like him developing his character to a point where I kind of see where he's going with it. Like I said with my NXT AEW review, he there's so many times that WWE goes deeper with the brand, and because NXT Finn Balor made that brand a thing. Him, Johnny Gargano, they made that brand a reality. Same thing with NXT UK, because when you have people that's in this this developmental brand, you, it's good. See, I want to see what NXT is actually gonna do against the main rosters, women. Because the thing is, what if they actually do? What if NXT actually wins the Survivor Series? Like, what if they win? That means the men. That means the men's section is probably gonna freaking. If they got Adam Cole and the Spirit Era, Walter, Imperium, Finn, the Fashion Pool, the tag division, like yo, and that means the Forgotten Sons are gonna get in that mix, and the women, like yo, and Oscar are gonna be surprised. Like Oscar and Kyrie are gonna be surprised. Like Io being on the heel turn that she is, bro. Like she's in a different realm. Like yesterday, like I said, and I didn't really get to talk about the War Games thing either, because I'm gonna talk about that too. Like William Regal just gave us the future of what I've been waiting to happen, because they're actually gonna do a fatal. They're gonna do a fatal 5-way for women in War Games. That's never happened in War Games ever. And to me, like now that NXT is becoming this brand and developing, it's coming to Survivor. I'm actually glad that this year they're getting in Survivor Series. Like NXT, usually it's just Raw and SmackDown, but it's Raw, SmackDown versus Raw, SmackDown, and NXT versing each other. That means NXT UK can get in the battle too. That means they're gonna have fun. That means they're gonna rock with it. That means everybody that's gonna, that brand, that roster of people, because there's a lot of people on that roster, they're freaking gonna kill it. Like the match that Asuka and Kyrie had against Tegan Knox and Dakota Kai was probably the best, the most, the greatest match I've ever seen. And Rhea beating the crap, trying to get Shayna Baszler and trying to kill Dakota Kai again. I don't know why she wants to do that anyway. Because you know what? This is what I say this a lot, but I'm telling you, WWE is stepping up their game. They're stepping it up. And like I said, ever since Cody Rhodes left, ever since all these dudes who left, that would be like Jack Swagger, like I said with AEW is okay. And here's my thing with them too, because I really want to see how they're gonna what they're gonna do during the coming year, like when next year hits, because it's a big year. This year and next year is a big year for wrestling. It always has been, and this is what I kind of feel, because I want to see what's up. I want to see what they're gonna do with him because to a point, it's like the company could develop, and this is the thing about win loss records over there, but to the WWE, there's always anything can happen, and history's always been made. That's the problem. And you got the faction with his Undisputed Era, which is the most dominant faction in wrestling history next to NWO, D-Generation X, Evolution, and pretty much the Radicals. And I'm telling you, like, it shouldn't be possible that NXT is going to get that spotlight, but it is. Because, here's my thing. NXT takes its level to the limit that it takes itself seriously. It's not a joke. This brand isn't a joke. And NXT was the joke of WWE because they made it into a reality show, which didn't make any kind of sense at all. And they made it into an actual wrestling division because it is. Because it's like with Johnny Gargano, developing Tommaso Ciampa, developing him is like developing God. It's like developing. This is what I try to tell people all the time. Sorry, guys. This is what I try to tell people all the time is because that in the WWE or any other wrestling promotion, if you develop a character, if you develop a brand, and you make the brand feel like it's doing its job, then that's what Triple H is doing. That's his brainchild. NXT is the brainchild because it's it's not just having war games. It's not just making the women's division a thing. It's taking the talent, the developed talent that they developed with is because there's a future to it. There's a future to everything that we do. There's a future to everything because to the world, we want to be out there. See, to develop, and that's the problem. That's the future, but that's the problem. Nobody sees what we're looking for. Nobody gets what we're doing. Nobody gets the joke that we're selling. See, I don't hate the world. I don't hate what they're doing. Because I never did. I just hate the fact that we don't get what we want. And that's the problem. It shouldn't feel like that. It shouldn't. See, NXT is going to do so well Survivor Series that we might get something we never thought we would get. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. This is my prediction. NXT wins this year because Raw and SmackDown, y'all got all this talent, but freaking NXT's got bigger talent, more talent, bigger. Because of Walter, because of Imperium, because of everything that they've made. And that's the thing, they put the world on notice. NXT puts the world on notice whenever it comes on. It makes it on notice. It's a real thing, but it makes it notice. That's what it's about. Making an impact. SmackDown and Raw do what they do, but that's what I'm trying to tell people. That's what I'm trying to tell what the world is like. Because it's all about making an impact. It's all about making that slightest thing in the world seem like it's nothing. Like I said, I'm happy that NXT gets to be in the Survivor Series this year because this is the road to Survivor Series. This is the road we've been wanting. This is the road to War Games. This is the road that I wanted them to do because I wanted to see what is NXT gonna do this year, and they did it. They hit the nail on the head. They finally got it on the road, and they finally got the back of it, the back of the mind right. They finally get it. So when that road hits, and then there's that final destination. This is War Games. This is the future of NXT. This is the future of the WWE. To go where limits can go. They don't want to stop it. They've been doing it long enough. That's the point. Randy doesn't like this thing. Randy's been the student of the game since 2002. This dude's been dominating, and you got a guy like Adam Cole who idolizes Shawn Michaels, because pretty much Shawn Michaels and Flair are the biggest influencers to NXT. And it was weird because with Triple H it was Flair, with Shawn Michaels it was Flair, and then Batista was Flair, Randy Orton was Flair, Rey Mysterio. Oh wait a minute, Rey Mysterio was Flair. See, that's what I'm talking about. The NXT universe gets so influenced by other people's story because that's what it's about. That's why I want to be a part of it. That's why NXT, to me, is the brand that's going to make WWE more money, more successful, because they don't, their talent is ridiculous. Like, you get more. You don't just acquire one person, you get more. That brand, that freaking women's division is going to be stacked by next year. Bro, it's going to be freaking stacked. Because if Cody decides to bring, like, if Cody decides to bring the people to AEW, like, if he decides to make, like, tell Chris Jericho to go back, because Chris, like I said, the roster, Chris Jericho left because he had his forever in his cap with the WWE because he thinks he could be he thinks he's gonna be the legend, the greatest of all time, which to a point he's never going to be. He could have been in the Hall of Fame already. He just chose not to be there. He could have been in the Hall of Fame. He should have been. Him and Big Show. Big Show needs to be in the Hall of Fame. Him, because he should be inducted. He is a legend. Him and Kane need to be in the Hall of Fame because they've done so much together. Like I said, I've seen a lot of things in NXT and it's developing. We got a lot of good people from NXT. We got Charlotte, we got Becky Lynch, and we got Sasha. And we got Paige. We got AJ Lee. I'm not really mad that she's not going to come back. But I think AJ Lee's influenced some other way. I think she's influenced some other way. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.